So the funded accounts like fever is actually pretty much really high right now. And many people are buying a funded account, failing the challenge, buying another one, failing a challenge, buying another one, and the circle continues to go all the time. The point of this video is to give you 3 ways to get funded 100% fast. My advice is always go with a standard $100,000 account. Obviously, if you can afford it, it's not really that expensive, but because that to me is a pretty good base in order to start making some real money, which then you can compound and turn into real accounts and so on. So in this video, I want to give you 3 ways to get $100,000 funded fast. When I'm saying fast, I'm not saying easy. I'm not saying everybody can do it with no experience. No, I'm going to give you 3 things that you need to do in order, or that I do in order to get funded fast. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Hey everyone, Christian here on YouTube. Welcome to a brand new video for the channel. Today we're going to talk about funded accounts. But if you're new to my channel and you're into Forex, crypto, any type of making money online, this channel is for you. I talk about trading every single day, giving you tips and tools as to how to make money online. So hit that subscribe button below. Let's go ahead and begin. First thing that you need to do in order to get funded fast is to go with a trusted company. And in my opinion, the best funded company in the world is actually this one right here called Oil Prime. Oil Prime, it's been the funded company that I've been using for over 2 years now, and it's by far the best one. It has a prize for being the fastest payout company in the world. It has been It has been audited by Deloitte as to be the fastest company in the world as well, with a 0 payout denials. You can find all of this information in the link in the description of this video. You can go to allprime.com, but pretty much all of these prices, as you can see, 98.3% payouts go out within an hour with no payout denials. Obviously, if you comply with all the requirements and you don't cheat pretty much on your funded account. And yeah, this is what it is. It's also a pretty cheap pricing company. I'm not saying cheap. Let's say the least expensive company, all right? Because cheap sounds bad. But the least expensive company, because you can get a 2-step prime account for $100 for as low as $450, the regular price. Right now, at the moment I'm recording this video, they are giving a 40% off. Most of the times they're giving a lot of discounts, but if by any chance at the time that you're watching this video, once you click on the link in the description, you don't see this price, you can use the promo code BLW25, you'll get a 25% off. But as you can see, it's at $270 at the time I'm recording this video, and you get a $100,000 account. Okay, so that's step number 1, right? You get a funded account, or at least the basic step is to get a funded account. Now you have a $100,000 account. What is it that you need to do in order to pass this funded account fast? I'm gonna give you the 3 tips, or the three ways that I use in order to pass a funded account fast. Number 1 is scalp trading. I know there's going to be a lot of people saying, well, my God, but scalp trading, I do day trading, I do swing trading, I do, what's the other one called? Position trading. No. The way I recommend you is to do scalp trading. Because when you're actually trading with a funded account, you don't have an actual portfolio, or let's say your own portfolio account where you can just withdraw money whenever you want, or you can just, risk more whenever you want. No, it's an actual funded account that has a challenge, and you need to pass that challenge fast so that then you can withdraw some money. So scalp trading, it's to me the easiest way to go. Obviously, it has its risks, it has its benefits, such as day trading, such as swing trading and everything. But I do scalp trading, and I do really good. So that's the reason why I recommend you scalp trading. What's scalp trading, for some of you that don't know exactly what I'm talking about? This is the session that we had this morning. This morning, I decided to actually go to this breakout strategy. This is the strategy I use, by the way. I'm gonna try to link a video where I explain the strategy somewhere in the corner. But pretty much this is what we saw this morning. And this is the moment that the market's going to be open, the next candlestick. And this is what that candlestick actually did. Oh, shoot. I actually did everything wrong. There you go. All right. So this is basically what I did. I think I can just forward one candlestick, don't I? There you go. And this is exactly what happened this morning. I actually entered at this breakout point and I closed it around 2 to 1. 2 to 1 is pretty much twice what you invested, what you risked. So if you risked was right here, let's say 0.5%, which is, the regular 1%, let's say, then 2 to 1 means you make 2% in return. That's scalping trading. And this happened within 5 minutes. This is the first 5-minute candlesticks after market opens. And then it doesn't matter what keeps on happening because I already closed my position. This is what happened on the next candlestick, but it didn't matter because I had already made my profits. Okay. Now, what is it that I recommend you to do with this specific strategy? My biggest advice is trade with one asset only. That is it. Why? Because if you trade with several assets and you go around like, I want to see what this market is doing and what this is doing, you're just going to get all confused and you're just not going to have the results that you want. My biggest advice is trade with one asset. And that's step number 2 or way number 2. Trade with only one asset. Chris, you trade with 2 assets. Fine, you can trade with 2 assets if you can handle it. If you can't handle it because, I don't know, you're overwhelmed because you feel like you're missing one opportunity and then you're entering on the wrong one, because it does happen. Sometimes I trade NASDAQ and US 30, and sometimes NASDAQ goes really well and US 30 goes wrong, and the opposite, right? Sometimes it happens that both of them do good, and sometimes it happens that one of them does good and the other one does wrong. And when one of them does wrong, if you do both, you might make profits in one and lose on the other one. That's okay if you can handle it. But if you can't handle it, if you get emotional by doing that, just choose one pair. And just choose US 30. It's the one that is more volatile, so it'll give you more volume and so on. So as long as you actually get to trade with only one asset, I think you're going to be way better off. Okay. And the way number 3, in order to pass these funded challenges really fast, is to risk 1%. Take a look at this. Look, do the math. You're going to place one trade per day. One trade. So if you trade with one trade only, you're risking 1% a day. If you actually go to the funded requirements, you have a total daily loss of 5%. You will have to have 5 days in a row losing 5%, and you're still not going to lose the account. The total drawdown is 10%. So you will have to lose 10 days in a row in order to actually lose this account. So you will have to be very unlucky or very bad at trading in order to have 10 straight losing days. Okay, so if you risk 1%, you could go with either 1 to 1 or 2 to 1 on risk reward. What I mean is that, for instance, in this trade, you could have closed at 1 to 1, which is okay, or go to 2 to 1, which is okay as well. If you go to 1 to 1 every single day, at least with this strategy, which go ahead and check it out in the corner, with this strategy, you will have at least 3 days good out of the 5-day week. 3 days of 1 to 1, that's 3%. Even if you lose the other 2 days, you still are up 1%. But usually doesn't happen that way. You at least get break even on the next couple of days. You are going to have losing days. Let's say they have 3 good days, 1 losing day, and 1 break even as an average. So that's at 2% a week. Within 4 weeks, you're going to be at 8% in profits. And guess what? That's the actual target of the first challenge. The other one is 5%. And if you're really good at it and you pretty much just are able to protect your orders fast, then you can have at least 3% a week. So within 2 weeks and a half, you pass the first month, and within 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, you're gonna pass the second challenge, and then you become funded. If you go to 2 to 1, obviously it's gonna be faster, but it's harder to get a 2 to 1. Emotionally speaking, it's easier to get a 1 to 1. Okay? So way number 1 is scalp trading. Number 2 is one asset only. And 3, 1% a trade. You're usually going to place one trade per day. I mean, you could potentially enter a second trade during the day, but if you win the first one, then you're good to go. You don't have to. I would advise if you could enter in second position only if you broke even on the first one. Okay? Now, I do want to give you a warm invitation. If by any chance you feel like you need some guidance in order to trade, you can trade live with me. I do have a Signals group. It's blwsignalsgroup.com. You can find the link in the description of this video. And pretty much what this group does is that it gives you access to a Telegram channel where I trade 100% live every single day. I share my screen and everything. And these are the current results that we have. This month, we are at $7,000 up. I'm recording this on June the 8th. And all the time, we're taking May and June only because April we didn't start with this report. So May and June, we are $43,000 up. Our profit factor, which means the risk reward average that we have, is 2.22. And if the best day is 5,000, and you can see all these numbers. And we have different signal providers. We have Lester, we have Harry, we have Luis, we have myself. So if you notice, obviously they have different results. I have different results. I'm not trying to like I don't know, underestimate everybody, but we have a live session with Harry after me, and then we have Lester sending signals in new market opens as well, and I stream every single day. So you can trade with me and trade with them as well. And like I said, you can go to blwsignalsgroup.com and join my live trading sessions. And the last thing that I want to recommend you is to use this, which is a free tool that I created for you to actually do some math as to how is it that you should trade or how many days it should take you if you're trading, whatever amount that you decide to get. Let's say funded account, $100,000, $10,000 is the profit. We can even get it to 8,000 because that's the target for the first step. Starting balance is 100,000. And if you risk 1% per day and you go with 1-to-1 on risk reward ratio, this is just obviously a tool that gives you an estimate. It's not guaranteed, but it pretty much gives you a realistic number of if you would be compounding your trades and trading 2 trades a day. So for instance, if you trade 2 trades a day, 1% balance, it will take you around 6 days to pass that funded account. But if you risk 0.5% because you're going to be placing 2 positions a day, then it will take you around 12 trading days, which is 2.5 weeks for you to pass that funded challenge, even counting 2 losing days. Like you lose both of the positions in that day, compounding. All right. If you don't compound, meaning that you are steady with $1,000 risk per day, then it will take you around 15 days, something like that. Okay. So use this tool. The link is in the description of this video. And hopefully these steps or these ways, these tips, these secrets, these methods actually help you pass your funded challenge the best possible way. So if you enjoyed the content of this video, make sure you smash the like button and be subscribed for more. Leave a comment in case you have questions, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.